Now, a brand that's been around for quite a while keeps popping up in my inbox, and that's OneOdio, but I've yet to take a good look at any of their tech. So I thought I'd do just that and try out these for an extended period, the OneOdio A5s. They're hybrid active noise cancelling over-the-ear headphones, and after trying them, I must say that I probably need to tell you about them. But before I do, let's go back to a few weeks ago so that I can share my first impressions of these headphones with you. And you might just get a little hint of why I want to talk about them so much. Right, I've just been sent these. I'm going to give it a quick go now because there is an unboxing episode coming and it's getting out of hand. I think there's about 60 odd things that are going to be in that unboxing. So I thought I'd do some smaller unboxings. Have a quick look at stuff on camera individually. Don't know what for, but we'll give it a go. So let's have a look at these. These are the OneOdio Focus A5s. How on earth have they gotten this in that bag? I don't understand. What is going on here? Well, there we are. Okay, so appearance-wise, ooh, actually, they're my cup of tea because they are black and gold, which is definitely a choice of mine. Sleek looking, quite light, smooth plastic with very kind of shiny, almost like a kind of vinyl record there on the side. Overall, nice design. Simplistic, sleek, nothing too obvious, but I do like the black and gold. That is up my street. We've got physical buttons, which is nice to see. ANC on here as well, on-off button, and nothing on that cup there. So let's get them turned on and give them a go, shall we? Okay, let's try turning the ANC on. Ooh. Ooh, the noise cancelling is actually really good. That's surprising. That's good. Okay, let's have a listen to some music. Oh, the bass. They've got a lot of depth. Ooh. They're really nice. They're definitely warm. They've got a very warm tone about them. I'd say they're definitely favouring the mids and the lows. The bass is very prevalent. The highs might not have the best clarity in the world, but overall, I quite like the sound profile. These are very good. Okay. This is also a cracking song. Eminence Front by The Who. Not the song I've been playing, obviously, because of copyright laws. But how much do these cost? I can't even hear myself speaking. This is actually a really good thing. Probably sound a bit strange. Okay. I did not think it would be that price. Oh, these are not bad. These are not bad at all. Might just have to give these a bit more of my time. So that was my first impressions with the headphones, and now after a couple of weeks of use, I'm very impressed indeed. Now when it comes to sound, they've got an excellent sound that really ticks the box for me when it comes to warmth, something I tend to lean towards in my own preference, but obviously sound preference is subjective. But from a technical standpoint, these have high-res audio certification and support for LDAC, for higher quality audio, and I think it shows because the quality is particularly good when paired up to a device that supports LDAC. Now, they seem to hold a good clarity throughout the range as well, and I think lovers of even sound with a leaning towards warmth and bass will find these headphones particularly pleasing to their ears. But not just from a sound standpoint. From a build quality too. The cups are very, very soft and comfortable, and they encapsulate your ears really well, unless you have ears like Shrek. then they probably wouldn't be that comfortable. But from an overall design perspective, they are simple and robust and have a build that seems to fare up extremely well to use, and some particularly vigorous use as well, which I'll come back to shortly. Now, they've got an overall plastic build, but it feels strong, and it does have metal joining rods as well, where the headphones are connected to the headband for added strength. Now, one other notable thing about these, the OneOdio A5s, is the battery life. These have 75 hours of use in total under ideal conditions and ANC off, although I've been using these with ANC on, and around mid-volume they seem to perhaps get just shy of 40 hours of use, which is a little bit lower than the quoted 45 hours with ANC on. But then again, it has been below freezing where I've been testing these most, so that is to be expected. Now, battery life will obviously vary depending on case-by-case use because, well, batteries. But let's move on to the most important part about these headphones, which in my opinion is the ANC. Not because it's a new or groundbreaking thing, but because there's something about all of this that will shock you, so bear with me here for a second. Now, with the noise cancellation, OneOdio state that it can decrease outside noise by up to 45 decibels, which is quite a lot. And interestingly, there's a few different ANC profiles that you can use, which is the first time I think I've seen this before. There's a mode for indoor, a mode for outdoor, and there's a commuting mode as well. And all I think it really does is just change the ANC between low, medium, high, although I'm sure there are some further wizardry things going on that adapts to the noise you'd expect on those three types of options. For example, on commutes, you typically get the low drones of trains, buses, or planes. So perhaps this profile tweaks slightly to the common transport frequencies. I'm not so sure. It doesn't actually explain why there are these different modes or how they work, but they do seem to work. But either way, the ANC on this is unquestionably excellent, and I've been testing them in a bunch of different scenarios to see what that is truly capable of. Now, obviously, outdoors it's doing a great job. I think over there's some kind of brook just down the hill, and I can't hear any of that at the moment. It's doing a really good job blocking out all the drone of the water and any sound of the nature, which is fantastic. It's kind of what I expected though. Incidentally, this is the audio quality coming directly from the mics on these headphones, so you can understand a little bit more about call quality. But obviously this isn't enough for me. I want to take it a little bit further. I want to test it doing something a little bit louder. Let's go and do that. I've decided to test these out whilst renovating a house. I've just been wallpapering and painting, although no one should wallpaper. I've been using one of these quite a bit, an SDS hammer drill. So let's get back to it. But this keeps everything quiet enough so that I can listen to my Korean pop music unhindered. Now, of course, ANC will never completely get rid of the sound of a wall being destroyed by an ape with a power tool, but the combination of ANC, the good seal of the ear cups, and a playlist of my favourite Korean pop songs seems to drown it out quite well. Now, the ANC in itself is not enough to make me want to buy these. I mean, lots of headphones have noise cancellation. And if I'm being transparent here, there are, of course, headphones that have better noise cancellation. But, and here's the big but, perhaps the biggest but we've had in a long while, none are at the price these headphones are, that I've tested anyway. The OneOdio A5s are possibly the cheapest headphones I've tried, where the noise cancellation has been actually good. When I was writing my thoughts on these headphones, the price was just, wait for it, £58. And that is the main ingredients of this cake. All of the features of these headphones are generally good. Certainly not the best, but still very good. But the price changes things. And before I found out the price, I thought these might have been somewhere between £120 120 and 150. But at £58, that is an incredible value for what you're getting with these headphones. Dare I say it, these may end up being the best value active noise cancelling headphones of 2025, and we're only a few days in. They're perhaps the cheapest ANC headphones I've ever tried, that I've turned around and thought, hey, do you know what? That's actually good. And the price has truly shocked me, because that makes them cheaper than even some of the ANC headphones I've featured in the past that I've featured specifically because of the price. I mean, at £57, that's even cheaper than things like the Edifier 950NBs that I've spoken about in the past. But I think the quality is absolutely comparable, and in some ways, arguably, these have a slight edge. These are some excellent mid-range headphones at a low-range price point and packaged in a traditional form factor that does what it says on the tin. Sure, they may lack a bit of flair from a design perspective, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. They're unapologetically headphones. Perhaps the only thing I would have liked with these would have been a case. I mean, look, they fold down very neatly with the kind of popular hinge style mechanism, but without a case, I'd be slightly concerned about throwing these in my bag unprotected if I didn't want scratches all over them. But then again, coming back to the price, if I can pay £10, £20, £30 less than any competitors in exchange for not having a case, then that's not that bad. Not when you can go on something like AliExpress and buy a cheap Chinese case for a couple of quid. But all in all, these headphones are fantastic for the price. And this is exactly why I couldn't miss the opportunity to kind of share my thoughts on these, because I think they're going to be immensely popular. Right now, they are perhaps the cheapest headphones I've ever tried, with good sound, good build, and very good active noise cancellation. And because of that, they get my thumbs up. What do you guys think of the OneOdio A5s? Have you ever come across a pair of headphones as cheap as these, or cheaper with decent active noise cancellation? And if so, I want to know about them. So make sure you leave a comment below so I can check them out too. I might make it a bit of a goal of myself this year to find the cheapest possible headphones with decent active noise cancellation that are actually good. But so far, these have the 2025 crown. If you found today's episode helpful, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe to see more and return that favour. And I'll see you guys back for another episode of STU'S Reviews soon.